Hello and welcome to Be a Legend. Somehow they got to find out that I was having job interviews. They've offered me a big pay rise from £625 a week to £1,000. They knew somehow. Hello and welcome to episode 15 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have, and I make no apologies for doing this, wouldn't normally do it, but it just seemed like, you will remember back at the start of the season, one of our early episodes, in fact probably the first episode of games in this particular season, was against Chesterfield and Solihull Moors, and we drew 2-2 with Chesterfield and we lost 2-1 to Solihull Moors, despite a win against Hartlepool, a 2-1 win against Hartlepool. We then proceeded to lose the next two games against Stockport and Halifax, and it wasn't particularly the best of starts, and I was beginning to worry that we might struggle this season even to achieve and avoid a relegation battle. Having said that, we have done okay since then, but as I say, I make no apologies. Today's episode is a rerun of that first episode. It is Chesterfield away, Solihull Moors at home, and basically what the idea or premise of today's episode is that we just see how we've improved. Have we improved? Is it going to be a similar outcome? I don't know. Is it going to start the second half of the season in the same way as the first half of the season? Let's hope not. There we go. That is today's episode. Chesterfield away and Solihull Moors at home. Since you were last with us, Dagenham Redbridge Wigan, the 4-0 loss in the FA Cup. Truly a chasm between us and them, but they were League One, I think. Wigan, so the opposition was vastly better than us. We've got a little way to go yet. So we beat Wealdstone by 2-1, 2 goals from Harry Cardwell just before half time in this one, and they managed to get a consolation goal after 76 minutes, but we just basically shut the doors and battened down, and we were all okay. And then a 3-1 win away to Bromley. Sterling James on the score sheet after just 3 minutes. Lewis Riley after 22. Harry Carwell after 59. And that set us on our way with that one. And they got a consolation goal after 25 minutes just to make it look a little bit more realistic. A 1-0 win in the FA Trophy third round against Boston. We had to grind that result out. Boston in the lower league, of course, in the Vanarama. I think they're in the Vanarama North. Let's just quick check. Yeah, they're in the Vanarama North. Played them last season, but as a record goes against Boston, we do have a mixed. We do have a sort of friendly against them. We lost. We've beaten them on every other occasion, but it wasn't a foregone conclusion. But we did manage to sneak past them a goal from Lewis Riley after 22 minutes, and then we met Kings Lynn, and as you can see, it's a run since that win game. We've had a run of away games, haven't we? I hadn't really noticed that, but again, a 2-0 win. Tim and Cardwell, 11 and 17 minutes. Just pretty much sealed the game up, and second half was a bit of a non-event, so to speak. So there we go. Chesterfield, Solihull Moors, our next two games. But how does that leave us in the table? It leaves us in second place with a game at hand over Southend. Southend's results obviously haven't been going quite the right way because they are now with that played one more game. They are only a point in front of us, which means that if we win our game in hand, we do actually go 2 points clear of them. But we do need to keep winning because it's not all 4 drawn. Stockport County breathing down our necks. I know they've played a game more than us on 49 points. And then come Chesterfield, who were playing today on 48. Aldershot, Hartlepool, Wrexham, and then Solihull Moors, who are just outside the playoffs on 40 points. So still all to play for, as I say, pretty much on halfway through the season, I think, apart from Solihull Moors, who is our game in hand, which isn't is the second game of the episode, is the game in hand. So we will actually see by the end of the episode how it all pans out and where we are. Right. I don't think there's much else to report at this stage. I'm bound to have forgotten something. So what we'll do is we will go through to our first match of the episode. And this is the team we are putting out against Chesterfield in this first game of the episode. Fudacek in goal, Dwyer, Jameson, Baines and Hughes are our defensive lineup. Savage at the base of midfield. O'Brien, Orangabum and Ogunby are our central midfield. O'Brien coming in, giving Sterling James a bit of a rest. He's on the bench today. Riley and Carwell continue up front, and on the bench it's Irwin, Birch, Wright, Sterling James and Charlie Ball takes over from Jed Garner. He is, I think he's been playing extremely well in the under-23s, and it's only right that we should give him a little bit of a run out. Yet to score this season, of course, but I'm sure he will take advantage if he gets the opportunity to come on. Right, that is the team that we are playing against Chesterfield. As you'll see, 3 changes from the last match. Really doing a bit of a resting exercise in the last game. And through to the dressing room. Pump fists. Have a chance to move to the top. Go out there and go. We're going to do the media again, just because it's a bit of a safe bet, and hopefully it will do the business. Game underway. Right, we might have to do a bit of tweaking here. I'm not sure. Oh no, we're okay. We're good. Didn't actually see who Southend are playing, but we have the throw in, and Carwell's beaten there, pouring with rain. But then we are in December in the game, so to be expected, I guess. Surprised it's not snow. Savage, long ball forward to Riley, and the defenders obviously got there just as Riley's about to pull the trigger, and it goes out for a goal kick. Southend are playing Solihull Moors and have scored against Solihull Moors. Go the goal up. This will go down as a chance. I think it was Savage who launched the ball forward. Riley well onside, but the defender getting back, getting a foot in, and we didn't achieve anything from the corner. Dwyer cuts that one out. And need to pressurise them, keep them in check, and they're pushing forward slowly but surely. Look to somebody to win the ball back here. They've gone a long way back. Baines with the header out to Ogunby, and the attack has been thwarted on this occasion. Tim to Ogunby, to Cardwell. Cardwell now with a bit of pace. He's lost the ball again. Maguire out there is having the better of Cardwell today. Might switch them round in a minute. Ogunby, and if that was Maguire again. Cross coming in this time to Riley, who gets his header away and scores, puts us 1-0 up against Chesterfield, and already it feels better than it did last time. I've probably said the wrong thing now. You watch it go downhill and us lose from here. But Lewis Riley's 20th goal of the season, and he is leading in the despite being out on a little bit of injury as well. Then I think Carwell's had a bit of injury too, so to be fair. So that keeps us tucked in behind. That hasn't come through on there yet, I don't think. Should keep us a point behind Southend at this stage. Southend still winning by that 1 goal against Solihull Moors. O'Brien with the corner, nobody there. Baines is going to come out and pick it up, very slowly trudging towards it. Gets it back to Savage, Savage to Tim, to Savage, to Ogunby, to Tim, and across into the box, but nobody there. The defender heading it back to the goalkeeper. Right, we are going to make that one change. Just going to swap Cardwell and Riley over just to see if that maybe just changes it a little bit from the point of view of Cardwell not getting the better of Baines there, I think, with a header. Got it to Ogunby, and Ogunby swapped it around with Hughes. Lost the ball in midfield. They're certainly tackling wise. They are definitely for picking the ball off us, and they're swinging the ball out now wide. If the cross comes in, it's gone out for... oh, it's a penalty. That's not good. Vodacek, no, nowhere near it. And they've got the equaliser on 31 minutes. So I think what we need to do is encourage the guys. Give them a bit of encouragement. And do we change our mentality to attacking? I think we will. Game we should win, I think, given our current status. And no, he wasn't far away from it, to be fair, for the check. Hartlepool 3-0 up now against Maidenhead. And Hughes has picked up a yellow card as well, so we need to have words, which we can't at the moment. I need to roll that into half time. We've dropped to third now. Stockport has overtaken us, given that we've equalised. And you'll see from the XG that they are in the ascendancy. Possession wise, had most of the ball in that first half as well. I'm going to go with my assistant. I don't think that's probably the best of the team talks. Right. Hughes had been booked, so we need him to stay calm. And they have a corner, which is always a bit of a worry. Headed over the top on this occasion. O'Brien picking up a yellow card now as well. I think we might go back to positive, only on the basis that we seem to be getting a bit more highlight with that happening, but tempted to bring Cardwell and Riley back around the other way, because that doesn't seem to be working either. And it might even be a case of bringing Sterling James on for O'Brien. We'll give O'Brien till about 65 minutes. We'll make that change then, I think. And Riley and Cardwell back in harness up front here. Changes after this highlight. Headed out, and O'Brien picks up that ball. Bit of a deflection there. Riley forward to Cardwell. Cardwell on the ball now. Can he convert this? He can. and we are back in front. 16th goal of the season, and a very swift break. Riley with the assist. Lovely ball forward into space. Cardwell really got pretty much pulled the goalkeeper towards him, waited until the last minute, pulled the trigger, and we go that bit in front again. Probably against the run of play, to be fair. Right, 75 minutes now gone, and we will make that change. O'Brien is worn out, and I think it's a good time to, so is Ogunby, come to that. Right, could be a double change here. So Sterling James on for O'Brien, and it's telling me Arlen Birch. I think Akil Wright's probably the better option out there, actually. We can always bring Birch on and move Akil Wright into this positions here if we need to. Right, so we will confirm that as being our changes as we go looking for a third goal which will secure the game for us. I notice Tim is extremely tired now as well. Dwyer with the defensive ball out. I think Tim has also picked up a yellow card, which is a bit of a concern. Yet another yellow card. He has indeed. So we need to get him to calm down. And then we will probably need to substitute him in a minute. And a good tackle there from Savage. Ball forward to Cardwell. Cardwell nods it forward for Riley, who is slamming that in the back of the net. 21st goal of the season. That is our 3-1 lead now, and looking good. Lovely tackle from Savage, right with the ball forward to Cardwell. Cardwell just nods it on for Riley, and Riley has slotted away his second, but our third. And that's puts us in the box seat. Yes, I know we're going to do that change. The question is, who is best positioned? Can he play in the middle? I'm not sure he can. Can Wright play in the middle? He can. I'm tempted to do the following change then. So we'll do Wright and we'll move him into there. And we'll move Birch, which actually messes up my other plan. He's only attacking midfield centre anyway, so we'll stick with what we're going to do. And what was I going to do? Him off for Birch. Right, that is our last change. And I think, right, so we seem to have done this on a positive, which is interesting. And with 88 minutes gone, we're going down to balanced and shut the door, basically. Finish the game off. And I think we've mugged them at home really here, because Birch with the ball to Cardwell. It's not over yet. Hughes with the ball forward to Cardwell, who crosses the ball in for Riley, who gets his hat-trick. 22nd goal of the season, and 4-1. I'll tell you what, we've made that look a lot better than what it really has been, I think. Southend have gone 2 up now against Solihull Moors. So our game in hand is definitely going to come into play, but that was perfect. Almost bounce. Well, it did bounce just before the goalkeeper, which probably put the goalkeeper off a little bit. Good win, that. Good win. Certainly against play, because we didn't have the possession either. They possessed the ball for long periods of time. I think we just really caught them on the break, quite a lot on the break. Stockport County Oh, in fact, we've gone top. What happened there then? Southend must have equalised. They did. Solihull Moors got 2 goals literally in the last 2 or 3 minutes. In fact, in injury time, they were coasting at 2 goals up. Connor Wilkinson, 5 minutes, put them in front. 87 minutes. And then, having got a 2-0 lead, Solihull Moors, and we need to watch this on the next game, 88 minutes and 6 minutes into injury time, Aaron Martin has equalised, which means with a game in hand, we are a point in front of Southend, which if we can beat Solihull Moors will actually put us in a position where we are 4 points, little bit of daylight between us and Southend, and puts us in a position. It's a long second half of the season, and if we have a little bit of a rough spot like we did last season, who knows, it could be a bit nail-biting, but it does put us in a position where we are, at the moment anyway, on for a double promotion. Promoted last season, promoted this season. Could we be looking down the barrel of a League Two? I don't want to say too much too early, but it's beginning to get quite exciting. From a bit of a wonky start, we seem to have picked up some momentum. Right, without any more to do, let's go through to this important game as it stands now. The game against Solihull Moors for a little bit of daylight, and this is our game in hand. Important? I think it is. And here we are with the team that is going to play against Solihull Moors for our second game of the episode. Fodder checking goal, Dwyer, Jameson, Baines and Hughes. Our defence, Savage at the base of midfield. Sterling James returns on the left wing. Ragaban Tim and Ogunby are in central midfield. Riley and Cardwell up front, and Irwin, Birch, Wright, O'Brien and Ball are on the bench. So we are beginning to get our 11 regulars now. Not much changing apart from injuries and so forth, and tiredness and things like that. But we are getting that 11 now, and probably as we're coming up to the turn of the year, we need to start looking to ship a few players that are not going to get game time, that are getting a bit grumpy because they're not getting game time, and also for those that we might want to keep a little bit longer, then we should possibly be looking to maybe put them out on loan. So we need to be making those decisions probably between now and the turn of the year. So the only change from this game is on that left hand side. This our game in hand, just as a quick reminder. Fully expect you to keep our run going. That's not really picked up the sort of reaction we wanted. Do have home advantage here, which is good news. And with quarter of an hour gone, absolutely nothing. So I think we're going to give a shout. We're going to fire the team up. Which has given the grumpies. We have a throw-in on the far side. Dwyer to Riley. Dwyer with the cross into the box, looking for Ogunby, and Ogunby's chucked it over the goalkeeper. Thought the goalkeeper had got it then for a minute. His 5th of the season, and puts us a goal in front at roughly half an hour, not quite half an hour. And Ogunby, Dwyer, lovely ball across. Dwyer's coming into his own now, and goalkeeper sort of stood and watched it go over his head, and then grasped thin air basically, which was a bit bizarre. Good goal and good assist from Vinnie Dwyer, who he blows a bit hot and cold, but he's He's certainly coming into his own, and that wasn't a bad first half. Again, possession not fantastic, but we'll take that. And outstretched arms, pleased with the way things are going, keep it up. Or do we pump fists and say you've played well so far? There's still room for improvement. Let's go for that one. No bookings at half time. Tim is nervous, so let's see if we can get him. Yep, that's motivated him, so he's okay. Cardwell's composed, everybody else is okay, so we'll commence the second half. They have a throw in, and they are coming this way, the way we were going in the first half, obviously. But the fact that they've got this highlight and well blocked. Who was that blocked that ball? Baines. Good man. Still danger there, though, at the moment. Jet. I've forgotten they've got Jet. He caused mayhem last time against us. Hope he's not our bogeyman. And they are pushing this ball around. Jet is pushing the ball around nicely and offside. So that comes to nothing after all their pushing and pulling around. And I think that was probably the chance that Baines cut out there. Well done to him. And we are fast approaching. We've not had the best of this second half. They're definitely coming back at us. So we need to be very careful. Right, we're going to encourage the players for a start. Entire team encourage. We are going to go slightly more attacking for a short while. We do have a better XG, but possession wise we're down, and as you'll see we've not really had the shots as much on target. Right, Sterling James not having a particularly good game out there this time, though he's happy. Ogunby is okay. Cardwell is not having a good game either. So with nearly 70 minutes gone, I am tempted to make a couple of changes. I think Cardwell can come off for Ball. We'll give Charlie Ball a run out, and we will take Sterling James off for O'Brien. And those are the changes for now. Oh, hang on a minute. We'll make one more change. What we do need to do is, I think O'Brien is better fitted as a wide midfielder, although he can play out there. He prefers the wider midfielder role. Right, let's do that change now. And definitely getting tired legs out there as we go to 80 odd minutes. We have levelled up a little bit now. Right, let's make this final change, and do we bring Ogunby for Akil right, or do we take Jameson off and put Birch out there, albeit Akil right can play in defence? Are we better off showing the defence up? Jameson is tired. Let's hope that's not a bad decision. And the other thing we will do, let's pop this back up. We'll tell the team to work the ball into the box, but also, here we go, we're going to drop down now to balanced. Try and close the door on them, if we can. And free kick to Solihull Moors. And they've equalised. Exactly what we didn't want to happen. And that's looking like a bad decision now on my part. Encourage the team. We've got to be careful that they don't sneak another one and do us for 2-1. But corner coming in. It's gone back out. Charlie Ball picks it up. Cross back in. And we couldn't get it away. And they are on the break. Well cleared up front. Riley now's on this. He's put the ball away. 2-1. 23rd goal of the season. And, well, for the second time now, if we can, we won't be able to do it until the highlights finished. We're going to put this. So they were on the attack. Hughes, a terrific defensive ball over the top. Just to make sure he's offside. Look at this. Hughes here. And he's onside. You can just about see the line. And that gives us a chance to go to balanced. And thankfully that decision didn't bite me in the bottom. Close the game out. We have. And wow. For one moment there I thought we'd done that all wrong. All wrong. And we're going to pay the price for it. Well done, lads. Good win. Yeah. And so there we are. There's the table. We are that 4 points clear. A little bit of daylight between us and Southend now. 25 games played, 56 points, 33 goal difference. Again, Southend in second, 25, 52, 19 Stockport the same, and then come Chesterfield, who we've beaten today, and they are now 8 points behind us, and along with Solihull Moors, who are even further back. So as it currently stands, we have an advantage. We need to keep that up, but the winning mentality is definitely there. So for everybody to see. Right, with that episode done and dusted, we will be coming back. One thing you will note, we have got filed our rivals are in the FA Trophy 4th round, so I'm thinking that we may well come back for Fylde and Barnet in our next episode. We will probably coming back for Dulwich and Yeovil Town, but Fylde and Barnet in our next episode will be what we're going to do. We're going to see that game against Fylde in the FA Trophy 4th round, and then away game in the National League against Barnet. So 3 games before our next episode, and then obviously we'll be doing a little bit of trundling down here as we head towards the business end of the season, maybe with still some fat trophy games to play as well. We'll see. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to keep up to date with all the future episodes of this series and new series as they come online. And new episodes of this particular series, To Be a Legend, are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM for all the updates on this channel and more. I thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next episode, episode 16, which is out on Thursday. See you then. Bye now.